everybody. Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy Thursday. Welcome back. Kaya's Floor Gaming. Thank you for the 14-month resub. Kitty Cat, you want to come say hi? You were right on time. Punctual Kitty Cat. How you guys doing? Borderline early. I know. Who is this? Punctual couldn't be me. Happy Thursday. Hi, Hazel. Hello, Hazel. Hi, guys. Kitty, you want to say hi? She's got some little kitty cappers. You're just happy because I filled your bowl again. She's definitely got her appetite in full force, and lately she's been like, Mom, now. Feed me now. Yeah. Today is Thursday. I understand. I guess I haven't checked, but my understanding is that the new alpha build, if there is one, is going to be later today. So not in time for stream, which means that we can check that out tomorrow. But for right now, there's 7 days left until Remix. I am working on quest lines, I think. I want to finish the Draenei Heritage Armor quest line that I started yesterday. I want to do the new Harbinger quest line. I haven't touched that yet, and I figure we got some time. May as well put that on. Maybe I'll even watch some of the movies. Try to get a vague idea of what's happening. Wouldn't that be strange? And then if I have more time, which I'm sure that I will, maybe there's other quests we can do. Maybe I can finally get the red skin for Draenei. Who's to say? In the meantime, I had some notions about doing a hot scan of the auction house just to see if there's anything I should be posting. I don't know. I was curious to see if anything was profitable. Selena Locke, thank you for the 27-month resub. Hello, Hazel. 27 months already. Hope you're having a good day. Goof day. Thank you. I do not have the Breeze Biter mount. I do have my microphone on. Forgot all about the Heritage Armor. Need a max level troll. Baba B5, thanks for the 20-month resub. Hi, Hazel. Hello. Good morning. Hi, Kitty Cat. Yeah, I guess if I'm just check. Well, let me see. Alchemy. So, yeah, it's pretty good. What about those? Those are not so good. Versus reasonable. Is this how I want to start my day? Maybe I'll come back to it. If we need a casual, relaxed break in the middle of this, we've story quested too hard, we can come and make some tepid versa or something. In the meantime, this is the hunter I was using for Draenei Heritage Armor, and last we saw, she was stuck at the bottleneck where you're supposed to be killing infected wildlife in Blood Mist style, and there's almost none of them, and I was kind of hoping, I had this fantasy in my head that if I just left it long enough, Blizzard might hotfix the spawn rate, or maybe everybody else would finish. I'm so far not feeling wildly encouraged. Oh, there's one. Quick, tag them. Yeah, no, I think this is still a mess. My best bet will probably be to join a group, or to just commit myself to hanging out for a while trying to snipe tags or camp them. Did they hotfix those mobs? Doesn't look good at this time. Are there any pre-made? Are people oh yeah, that's right, the group finder's off. Let me say, hang on, mature language filter. This patch is working great. Let's turn that on, and then let's look at the pre-made group finder. Maybe we need to reload. Any chance we get an update on your DBM voice pack? Eventually, yes. Before the War Within, no, not so much. I would expect my next update to be somewhere a month or two after the launch of the next raid, because it should work for now. It should still work. Pre-made custom find a group. That is the one nice thing about that. No, it's nothing. About that add-on is that even if it's out of date, it should still function. It just throws an error. Had to disable my LFG add-on to get my LFG to work. Joined a group and it helps. Pre-made group finder is the add-on that breaks LFG. Oh. Maybe there's multiple simultaneous problems then. Pre-made group finder. It is on. I guess I will turn it off. Try that out. Wait, there was an infected Night Saber. How do you like the very immersive TBC questing? It seems fine. It's not really TBC questing. Like, they just added this quest line. It just takes place in a TBC zone. Let me see. There's not even gonna be a thing anyway. A group, is there? Test 2. Do not join. Well, now I want to. Sparks with 2 beautiful healers. Poor Modon. It worked. Yeah, it did. I suppose another way that I could look for groups would be to ask in general chat. I don't want to, but I could. It's particularly rude that not only is this a massive bottleneck on this quest, it's also not even 100% drop rate. It's very much not. My first 2 mobs dropped the things, but I've killed 2 or 3 more since then. I did at least 1 off stream, and it was nothing, no good. I always join the do not join groups. What if they're just looking to, they want to do some content and they want to assemble a group of the toughest freewheeling contrarians that they can. So you need to attract them by posting something that says do not join and see who joins. Diary Lad on a 3 stream streak. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Do we even have music out here? I don't even know if we do. Hi, Hazel. I exist. Hello. I exist too. Oh. It's alive. Both quests are so fun. Is the Harbinger one, does it have any moments? Oh man, 3 of 8. We're making progress. Does it have any moments like this? Actually, you know what I should do is I should check Leatrix. I guess I don't even know if I have it on, but if I do have it on, I usually have it blocking random group invites. But, no, it's not turned on anyway, so we're fine. We're all good. Harbinger is easy? Okay, not this bad, but yes, sadly. Oh. Went pretty quick. I'm getting contradictory information. It does not. I'm sorry to say it does. Well, which is it? It's fine for me yesterday. Just spam Holy Nova. I could also try to find like a spot where I know they're gonna spawn. Like if I see a couple mobs spawn at a time. I don't know why I'm doing laps. I guess I can also check the middle. I could wait and just like camp it, and that might go better with less frustration anyway. Oh, there's one. Well, we got a tag. No luck. Still 3 of 8. Well, this will be fun. Maybe we'll find a way to make a game out of this. I want to sleep, but no. Holy Nova helped me with the Harbinger one. Spamming some sort of AoE worked eventually. Oh, okay. This seems like a good spot. Although, I say that. Maybe it's only good because I just killed them. Maybe they won't be up again for ages. Hey, well, how come there's no loot? I swear I tagged that. Oh, I am in general chat. Alright, I'll ask. Memories was the worst, but it only slowed me down by a few minutes. This does seem a little better than yesterday. Like, I think maybe there's just a couple fewer people on at this time. Maybe just because it's earlier. Oh, we're up to 4 of 8. We're halfway there. Did this at launch, so I was competing with 2 other parties. I'm surprised that they haven't tapped up the spawn rate. Like, typically, I feel like when there is a bottleneck like this, maybe it's just because it's only for Heritage Armor and it's not, like a main expansion launch questing bottleneck. But normally I feel like it happens, people complain about it for like 2 hours and then they're like, oh, sorry. And then they do something about it. And this has been up like this for days. 3 of them, at least. There we go. Wait till super late at night. People weren't on because of the tagging. No, nothing in that one. Well, we're halfway there. I'll get excited about every next one that drops. What else can I do? We can look for the lucky pet. We used to do that when we were farming mounts. Oh. Yeah, this isn't so bad right now at this point of my life. I used to summon a different battle pet and for every single pull of a boss that dropped a mount, and then whenever the mount actually dropped, whatever pet I had out at the time was deemed the lucky one. Although you'd think that I would remember. You'd think I would remember what any of the lucky pets were. Not so much. You can get Spruce the Moose out. Troll Quest doesn't have anything like this. Very straightforward. Yeah, we knocked that one out in a pretty reasonable frame of time yesterday. It was fun. I like that Johnny ports you around everywhere with a trash pile. It's very convenient and handy. And the earlier part of this questline was also fine. It's just this is a bit of a brick wall, relatively speaking. But I got all day. I'm not in a big hurry to get anywhere. Like I said, I've got this. I've got Harbingers. I can maybe do the red Draenei skin questline. I know that's been out forever, but I never did it. If I can find where that starts. Do you miss Plunderstorm? No, not really. Yeah, I had fun with it for the week that I played it, but then once I had my stuff, I kind of felt finished. It was good. Played Battlegrounds yesterday. What did you think? I have an idea. Blizzard could have a testing process in place that includes testing all the things that they miss over and over. Oh, pretty sure you did it. What, the red Draenei skin? As speaking as an authority on me, because I am me, I assure you I didn't. Feels so much more fun than the normal Hearthstone. Start it in the Storm one, buy the Embassy. The red Draenei skin one? Okay. We're at 5 of 8. It's alright. I'm having better luck in the middle. I think a lot of people are probably doing what I instinctively started doing, which was doing laps around the edge of the area. And I'm finding that just like hanging out in the center of the area is working a little better for me. There's probably not any more spawn points out here or anything like that. It's just it's like in grocery stores and people always walk in a specific direction, so they lay everything out. Are you farming something? I'm attempting to finish this quest that is part of the Draenei Heritage Armor questline. Well, that was nice. Somebody killing them very slowly. Ho ho, 6 of 8. Ooh, also level 60. Maybe that's why. I would heal them, but I'm a hunter. I got nothing. Should be a light-forged NPC standing there with a quest. Okay. Yeah, I saw somebody on a red skin Draenei yesterday, like an Eredar looking warlock, and I thought that it was so cool that I kind of want to make one. I don't have any use for a warlock right now, or ever. I have enough characters. I don't really need any more characters. Although, you know, that's like usually true. When in doubt, there's always an excuse to just make more for the sake of could always be a mount farming alt, you know, just stick him at Rustfeather or something. I will say, you know, if I wanted to both have a red Draenei and cover like a class that I don't have yet, I could make like a Draenei mage. But what's the point in being all Eredar looking if you're not going to be a warlock or like a rogue or something, you know? Like, what, I'm going to look all spooky and then cast frost bolts? It's ridiculous. You could, but why? For what? Yeah, I guess I could make, I guess there's nothing stopping me from using the red skin for a remix character. That is true. That is absolutely true. I probably didn't need to kill that one that hard. Well, maybe we'll just tag this. And then, maybe I'll just put my pets to passive so they don't do as much damage to give other nearby people a chance to tag things. There we go. Yay! Woo! It's the biggest accomplishment I plan to make today. I don't believe you will ever make a mage. Maybe it's a sign. How hard is Awakened Mirdrasil? It was fine. We one-shot everything last night, and then Farak took 2 pulls, but that's only because we had a little whoopsie with a seed. It was no trouble. People generally, now that people have like a couple of pieces of bullion gear, player power has gone up pretty substantially. All right, there you go, bud.
The depth of corruption in these animals. It is not the work of lesser demons.
Go arcade. There we work again. I don't know what it was before, so I don't know if I'll be able to appreciate how different it becomes. Feels a bit weird that they hand-waved Minari Eridar into Draenei customization and Lightforged are a whole different species. Yeah. When they made Lightforged, though, they didn't have as much, like when they first, in BFA, it was BFA, right? When they first started just like going ham, or was Lightforged, no, that was even earlier, it was Legion, right? They didn't have the same ability to put like multiple pages of character customization. Like they hadn't started tacking a bunch of new customizations onto existing races yet. So that was kind of like the way to give people different styles of things. Like Dark Iron Dwarves could have arguably been regular dwarves, you know, but at the time, that was kind of how they were doing it, was they were making a whole new allied race for it. And then nowadays, you know, you can do a wild hammer dwarf within regular dwarves, you can make a sand troll within regular trolls. It's just kind of like the things that they, based on when they added it, more or less. Blizzard dislikes Alliance. I bet you they have a big poster of the Alliance logo, and then someone's just like spray painted a big red X over it, being like, these things stink. Reminder to self, we don't like them. Hazel, why are you so anti-dwarf? Why are you anti-me? Here's a question. Oh, 1 new button and a few drop downs, new technology. Some people would say Blizzard has Alliance bias. It's true, you could say that. What am I doing? I'm looking for evidence, but I'm doing a terrible job of it. Maybe I need to be clicking on things and not just slaying random mobs that are not part of my quest. You need to do laps long enough, something will start to glitter. Wish they took some extra care to differentiate quest text based in customizations. It's boring to play a Wildheimer if you're treated like a regular dwarf. Yeah.
Corruption will claim you.
Oh, I have an indicator. I gotcha. They made it one of these games. I thought I noticed something funny looking. I think it's going to be funny when people are running around in Zandalari trolls. I mean, people playing Dark Iron Dwarves can still level up and do like Black Rock Depths, and it's pretty funny. You know, people are going to be playing Zandalari trolls through Pandaria. I think there's a lot of story rules that we're kind of bending a little bit. Or maybe all the characters are just becoming more open-minded, you know. Alright, now that I know where I'm going, or what I'm looking for. That could have taken longer. So far, in the War Within story, it's literally only Alliance characters. Illyria, Anduin, and Meg. Weird question. Is Illyria an Alliance character? Isn't she Sylvanas' sister? I thought she was like faction neutral.
Their lives were worth more to me.
I guess the Void Elves joined the Alliance, technically. Alright, never mind. Don't listen to me. I don't know anything. I need 1 more of these. Space goats should be Horde. They look like villainous monsters. They kind of come off like bad guys. What are you trying to say about the Horde? Mechanome, Coltiran, Lightforge, and Dark Iron are just sad. I just want love and peace and a Horde druid that can wear boots. I thought I found this one. Isn't it right here? There it is.
The Sagarite shard is no
See you
longer
later,
reacting
Tika.
to energies here.
Indeed. We should return it to Arzal at the northern camp.
I'm surprised the Minari weren't a new race on Horde. Been wanting them and Mogu for years. I can't imagine there's too much of this questline left. We did a good chunk of it yesterday. Oh, did they make me fast? Or did I make me fast? No, they made me fast. I was thinking, wait, man, my Pathfinder feels amazing. Nope, that was them.
The camp appears abandoned, but the fell resonance is stronger here than anywhere else on the island.
It is too quiet here. Be wary of an ambush.
Do you think our character models are way too small compared to the assets of the world?
And I will defeat it.
Do what you must.
No, but I think lore characters are goofily big. They have a tendency to take like regular, like anybody that's important and just make them like 50% bigger. And I think I get why they do that, but it's weird. It's like, why is Jaina an absolute Amazon? Why do I come up to her waist?
Serve them. We must act quickly. Champion, call Romul. We need his aid.
Champion. I'm a little busy right now with the preparations. What do you need?
Romul, transport one of our generators to the champion's location.
It's so funny, the Dark Portal, they're all huge.
Without faith, the battle is lost.
Court, thank you for the 38-month resub.
The satyr will
How dare you attack Amazon Jaina? She's amazing.
champion. Arzal, hold them off.
Finally done with Ember Court. Got Party Herald today. Congratulations. Can I just casually steal your UI? You certainly can. You can live your life. I don't have it posted anywhere because I don't think it's worth using. It's you can basically sum it up as I scooched my bars down to the bottom, and I nested them left against where my camera goes in my stream. It's not a very technical setup. I wonder if I pay attention during the Harbinger storyline, if I'll have any more interest in paying attention when War Within starts. Aside from something rip Dalaran.
You will not ruin my plans again, Draenei. My magic has claimed this land, and will soon claim every last soul in your wrecked city.
I wish Jaina lost an arm or got a scar from Battle at Azaralor. Completely unharmed.
This threat was beyond what I expected to find here.
Alright, do
It
we get the
could
party
not
now?
Stand against us united. Now, truthfully, I did not invite
Yeah.
you to Azeroth merely
Festival
for
time.
this mission, but for the Tishamot as well.
Collect memory stones, create your own memory stone, and then dissolve them in the flame of reprieve. Alright.
Offline for a good reason.
Argus will always be ours. Take this basin.
Keep both extra
and
stuff bars at the
gather our
bottom.
people's
Some with the
memory
minimap so it's easier to
stones.
follow.
Take them to the flame of
Yeah, I just have like shelves along the bottom and then the right side.
our burdens.
I have to clean them up every now and then. It's like a real life shelf. I tell myself I'm only going to put stuff that I actually use there. And then I like wake up in a blur 2 years later and I'm like, What is this macro for? Nothing. Why is there an ashwing moth? I mean, it's because I probably picked it out as a battle pet to match this character, but you know, sometimes you just gotta take them off a bar and find something new. Hey, so do you feel forced to do heritage quests to get the Flightstone rewards? I know people that are like really hurting for Flightstones that could probably stand to do these. Although I guess I don't know if they're playing on Draenei or Troll. And you know, there's lots of ways to get Flightstones, but I'm not super choked for Flightstones right now in my main. I've got like a pretty good balance of stones to crests. I think because we did both the raids, so we did normal and heroic raid last night, and that gives you like a fair few Flightstones. And I'm not like completely caught up on crests because I can't be bothered to grind any more Mythic Plus. Oh, that reminds me. I can show you the mount that I got now that I've done Amir Drasil and Awakened. I've got the Voyaging Wilderling, and it's pretty. I'm gonna show it off after this. One more memory stone.
This is such a puzzling world.
If you do heritage quests for Mog, why don't you do other side quests for Mog? You're right, just doesn't make any sense. You need chaos in your life. I'm so used to looking at the top left to see my stats, can't get used to having it in the middle of the screen, even after all this time. Yeah.
Do you need my
I feel that. What's my name?
When you are ready, toss the stones into the flame of reprieve. Feel tell the prophet, our burdens have been lifted. And
Maybe the answer is because sometimes you think more about my choices than I do. How do you do the Wilderling achievement? Can't see it in my achievement journal. You need to kill every boss in the 3 Dragonflight raids while they're awakened on... I don't know if LFR counts. Normal or higher is my understanding. After we finished the raid on normal, we got the Wilderling. The achievement was called Heroic Awakening the Dragonflight Raids. Oh, hang on. That was, sorry, Awakened Hero. It was called Awakening the Dragonflight Raids. There's the one. And then you've got Awakened Shadows and Storms, etc. It just needs you to kill each of the bosses. So not just the last boss. You have to clear the whole raid. Finally got around to doing the Blue Dragonflight questline this weekend, and it might be one of my favorites, the sex bag. If a raid isn't awakened, is it asleep?
Not all who wander.
Well, welcome back.
For many,
I love the Wilderling. Pellies are pretty.
first
I didn't see what it looked like, but apparently it's really cute when somebody does a ride along with the Wilderling because they become like a little baby version of it. Kitty, you want up?
remember it.
You gotta curve this way. There you go.
Here, in another place and another time, its meaning remains the same.
Do you think he has a stylist for his beard to like help blow dry it for him?
To grasp our future. No longer must we live scattered, lamenting Argus.
All 3 of the raids when they're awakened.
A city on the ashes of
I think he
our
stores things in his
exile.
beard. There's no way that thing's air dried when it's that silky.
Finally be
When I play Hearthstone Battlegrounds, just pick whatever cards sound fun. Yeah.
We welcome your help.
So we get a Dranic Hollow Gem Hearthstone toy. Only Draenei and Lightforged Draenei can use the Dranic Hollow Gem. Interesting.
This moment could not have happened without you, champion.
So let's use it for a start.
By your hand, the Legion was broken. Our long journey
Not the personal hologram.
ended, and our
It's in my bag, isn't it? There,
people
there it goes.
reforged as one. In gratitude, we
Oh, cool.
bestow on you as a paragon of our people, a sacred vestment crafted of
Looks vaguely
precious
voidy.
materials from Argus.
And then the other thing I wanted to do was put on the Heritage Armor. Very good.
Punches, lucky doos and loot.
So we could do it in orange or purple. And I think I can safely say that the helmet's gotta go. We'll feel much better about it without the helmet. Maybe I can find like some glasses that I like with it or something. Something that doesn't completely cover her head. I kind of like the archivist glasses with it. Although maybe not on a hunter. What about... That's not bad. That's the Court Inquisitor's hood. Although it does look kind of funny draped over her horns. You can just give her a crown. What else we got? Male helmets. The generic ones are probably going to be nicer than the male ones. There's a variety of goggles. There's... You know, who doesn't look nice in a halo? Or an eye patch. Classic hunter. Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and... Oh, the Plunger Storm eye patch. Man, I can't stop using those Eternal Roses from Love is in the Air. Alright, we'll take that off. And then I need a weapon that goes with it a little better. So let me look through my bows. There must be... I'm looking for purple. I'm looking for like neutrals and tans. And I'm looking for kind of like crystals and gems. Even blue would be fine. Oh. I'll have a little look-see. Has to be a bow. I don't want a crossbow. Is that true, actually? I don't know if it's true. So that's a pretty obvious choice. I'll come back to that. Argusian Reach. I feel like that's got to be it. Yeah, not so many. What about crossbows? I guess I have artifacts as well. That's not right. No. No. Kind of sick, actually. It's got like 4 polygons on it, but nah, gotta be the Argusian Reach one. Oh yeah, that's right. We've got artifact bows too. Yeah, the purple Thastarod does look nice, but not as good as this. That's the stuff. Especially with her purple butterfly. Happy with that. I was like eye patches for hunters. How do I change heroes? Mid-game you can't. At the beginning of the game, you just get to choose from the selection they give you. Transmog tab is different. Use an add-on. I believe I have better wardrobe and transmog turned on right now. What color is the Illyria bow? I don't know. I don't have it yet. Purple dresses from the trading post. That is true, actually. Yeah, Jeff has got a good point. There's a spell that lets you change your hero power in tier 5. It's great if you pick a hero power that is kind of like a one and done, like you chose Bran and you got your Bran, and then you're like, well, this isn't doing me any good anymore. All right, now I need to do, well, not need to do, but I want to do Harbingers because I got all the heritage armor. We got her all set up. And she's looking nice in the troll one. It's time to go find out what on earth is going on with Zalatath. Do it on Petal Blue. Shoulders look a lot like the Shaman tier set appearance from War Within. Oh. Do they have a blue version of the bow? Maybe. I did do the troll heritage. I did it yesterday. Alright, let's get into Shadow Spec. Yeah, actually, I'm not mad at doing this on my priest because I'll be a shadow priest. It'll like match a little bit. It'll have some kind of a vibe. Did I get any loot out of raid last night? I don't think so. Or no? Oh no, that's not true. Actually, I got a pair of hero shoulders, and they're indestructible. But I needed to put the upgrade on them because my champion ones are fully upgraded. So I needed to just sink some flight stones into these to catch them up. Yes. And then Aspect Crest if I want to take them any
Go
farther.
carefully.
Okay, these are worth 24 gold. Can I disenchant that? Yes, I can. Good, good, good. Anything else I want to get rid of here? I've got a hero. Ooh, I've got a hero chest. We have a new catalyst charge, right? Because those are really nice stats. And leech for that. What am I not using right now? My gloves right now are not tier gloves, and they are haste versa, which kind of isn't great for me. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on the chest. I'm gonna see if I can catch it up in upgrades if I have the
There's
flight
much
stones
to
for
be
that.
done.
I should do. Yeah. Catch that up. And then if I go to the catalyst and I catalyze my hero gloves that I have on with avoidance, that should put my fourth piece back, basically. Oh yeah, and then this is the Wilderling, that's right. We got this set from finishing the raid last night. I love that you have 3 priests, 3 hunters, and 3 druids. Yeah, I put them all together on my loading screen because I felt like organizing. My favorite way to get to the catalyst is to take the port to the top of here so I can glide without having to get a whole bunch of elevation. Do you have the butterfly battle pet that you get from Jelly in Stormsong Valley? I must, because I got all the BFA battle pets. I don't remember the details though. Oh, I remember a little bit. It was annoying. I think I might have bought it for gold. I don't remember if I farmed it or not. Poppy. Yeah. I definitely have one. I may or may not have bought it. I don't remember. It was annoying. That one did suck. Last night when my guild got that mount, we all DC'd mid-boss fight, and when we came back, it reset the whole raid. My goodness. I do not have Sir Bucket Shell. And I think I might live my whole earthly life and never get it, and I've kind of made my peace with that. Okay. Let's see here. This will be great. My secondaries were kind of iffy. My single target damage, I was Shadow for most of raid last night. I did Shadow for all of normal and then most of heroic. I just switched to healing for like the last 3 bosses. And my single target damage, even though my item level is good, my single target damage sucked. And I think it's because my secondaries are awful. All right, so they kind of stay awful actually on gloves, but at least I'm fixing my chest pieces secondaries to be crit mastery, and then a bunch of leech. So I'm still happy with this. Never worry, I'll be here to notch you towards getting it. You feel free, but don't expect to make any progress. Well, if you want to stick around for the next 50 years of my streaming career, by all means. Alright, so we're 513. I need to fix my transmog again. I'm not ready to stop wearing my butterfly outfit, it's too cute. How's it going, Hazel? What's up, Adante? It's going pretty good. How are you doing? I went to bed at like 9:30 last night. It was amazing. I was so tired. I don't know why, but it's one of those nights where you're like, nope, going to bed. I barely made it through the end of raid. I was an absolute liability for the end of the night. I scraped out like 5 minutes of attention on Farak, and then that was all the juice I had for the day. What was I doing? Transmogging, that's right. Got back from the gym, drinking a protein shake. Nice. Thank you for getting me into Battlegrounds. Remember that when you can't quit. Remember that energy in like a year when you're like, wait, I was gonna do things with my life. Alright, so somewhere in here. Oh man, my quest log stresses me out. I opened this up and at first I was like, what? No, I don't wanna. I don't wanna do any of this. You can't make me. It just won't do. Dragonflight campaigns. What else can I get rid of here? I've got a Dawn of the Infinite quest. For Whelpling's Crest. Yeah, I don't need that. I did do that quest just on my evoker back in the day. Ruby Fee. What I really want to do before the War Within is just clean out my quest logs. Holy smokes. I don't want any of this. I'm not gonna do it. Okay, the Alliance needs Purple Lotus. That one's worth hanging on to. Also, I never did the big dig. I logged in for raid and the dig was happening, but also raid was happening. Okay, this is a little better. Approach the Chamber of the Guardian. Meet Khadgar and Illyria in the Chamber of the Guardian in Dalaran. We're in need of your aid once more. Mysterious figure moves within the shadows. Let us speak. Alright. Let me try and pay attention. For the longest time, I thought you were dyeing your hair every stream. Took me a solid couple streams to figure out it was a wig. It bothers me to no end. They want me to do the Harbinger quest in every alt. Really? That's annoying. I think just that it like auto accepts it. Yeah. Yeah, quest handout is messy. I don't know what I want them to do instead, but something. Okay, Dalaran. I'm assuming they mean Legion Dalaran? Actually, they said to go take the they mean Legion Dalaran. I should have just used my Dalaran Hearthstone. At this point, I'm in too deep. I'm gonna fly from Asuna. They give you a Hearthstone. Oh. Well, at this point, I'm in too deep. I want to fly from Asuna.
Our soldiers grow weary of the Naga's relentless assault. Rally the Night Watchers champion and drive the Naga back to the depths where they belong.
Yep. Updated adventure log might be the move for stuff like that. There's got to be some way to have like a menu that you can select and accept quests from that is organized and laid out in a better way than just the carousel in the adventure journal where you're just like tabbing through them. Like there must be a way to like nest them into menus. Maybe like highlight to indicate which ones that you've, I guess, you know, especially once things become like more warband wide, which ones that you have not done yet on your warband. Maybe some way to indicate what you might get for pursuing them, that kind of thing. Because, yeah, there would be add-ons that, like, there's add-ons like BTW Quest that let you browse quests in that way, but they don't let you accept the quest from the add-on because that would be cheating. Maybe there's something that organizes the adventure journal ones that would work, but that's pretty much the only thing I could think of. Chamber of the Guardian. I guess that's in the middle. Maybe the account-wide stuff will make the auto-accept quest not happen. That would be nice. Should I pick a pet to have that with me for this questline? We haven't got anything voidy. We've got a void scarred cat, bunny, locust, doggy, firefly, Deepa South Idol. Little buddy. Void Wiggler. Void Jelly.
Khadgar said you would
Hang on.
come.
Jeepers.
I thought it best to wait for you.
Jeepers is the finest void themed pet in all the land. I don't feel like we appreciated this enough when it came out.
What news? Farewell.
Alright, movie time.
My people are no strangers to voices from below, but this radiant song is different.
Is being heard all across Azeroth. The Council doesn't know what to make of it.
There must be someone who does. I'll let you know what I find.
Illyria. It's been too long, old friend.
Good to see you, Khadgar. Doing well?
As well as can be expected. How's the family?
I haven't... It's better if I keep my distance.
Of course. The Void. That would be... Actually, your connection to the Void is why I asked you here. We still don't know what this dark heart relic is capable of.
But we do
I'm
know
just
it's
wondering
in
why
the
her
hands
pants
of
lace on the
someone
front of her
called
legs.
the Harbinger.
Is it ventilation?
Who they are and what they intend to do remains a mystery.
Are they
Which
stretchy
is why
laces?
I need your help.
To hunt down a dangerous foe we know nothing about. Honestly, I could use the distraction.
Same old Valeria. Void or no void. I didn't mean to.
See you soon, Khadgar. Dark
Why does
heart
she sound-
in hand.
Mildly British. It like comes and goes.
I was hoping to see you.
I'll open a rift for us. Follow me. Head through when you're ready.
I was talking to my friends after watching this cutscene, and he said that he and Khadgar have similar social skills. Yeah, I was thinking Khadgar was outdoing me. He came up with a question after "How you doing?"
It is a
Mind you, he kind of put his foot in his mouth, but you know, happens.
There's something else. A vision is being seen all across Azeroth. They call it the Radiant Song.
Oh, I'm not allowed to use my powered shield. Alright, fine. I don't know why you're gonna ask somebody who can do magic to help you with something if you don't want them to use magic for it. I don't know what's happening, and I don't know how it's happened. Oh, it's a flight point. I thought it was one of the... Okay. In my defense, that's an easy mistake to make. So many of these quests would be better as scenarios. Early Rods, thanks for the raid. Welcome, raiders. We're checking out the new 10.2.7 quest line. Hey, hi, hello. How are ya?
Baladash Malanore. All paths are possible.
I have a feeling I wasn't supposed to. Oh, no, that one's not real. You're not gonna let me fly, are you? I got too carried away trying to close portals, and I think I jumped through the flight path too early. I mean, this looks lovely. Doesn't help me a lot, though. Here it is. That's the one. I heard the quest is amazing. Oh, can't wait for remix so I can level it and I get the heritage armor. Yeah. Do we get rating every time we get top 4? Yeah, more or less, depending on MMR. When you're first starting out, you may get rating even for like 5. And then if you get to be like the best in the world, you kind of have to get first or maybe second. But that's like a it's like a problem for people that are like much smarter than me and put a lot more time into it. Report from Kalimdor hurt. Are you you giving? Oh, I asked for the report and then I just walked away.
Is full of mystery.
Baladash Malanore.
He says he would love to philosophize about the nature of the void, but he's afraid that he's not used to catering towards laymen. He suspects I would find it rather difficult to keep up. I am a shadow priest.
Power
Excuse
to
me.
be wielded, not feared.
Alright.
We fight for I
There we go.
investigated void incursions along the southern coast. But any sign of battle had long passed when I arrived.
Not much to report, I'm afraid. I sensed activity to the north of the continent, but the trail went cold near Zulaman.
Cat's trying to steal my soup.
Has yet to return
What kind
from
of soup you got?
Troubling.
Sounds pretty. Yeah.
The Riftwalker's absence. Could it be connected to the Dark Heart?
I don't think you liked it.
We each walk a line. Choose. This is where Iridikron empowered the Dark Heart. But that was millennia ago. Why would there be
Yeah.
void activity here? Why now?
I don't think I'm likely to sort out what's going on.
Tracks. They might belong to our Riftwalker.
I think it
Let's
may
follow them.
require me to have been paying attention from farther back in the past. And I think that if I try and trace it to where I'm back on the same page as what we're doing here, I'm gonna
Galakrond
hit a
was
point where I'm
consumed
just
by a never-ending
not
hunger.
following.
That same hunger was used to empower the Dark Heart.
Why is this water so spicy? Chicken noodle out of a can. I hope you feel better soon. Didn't discuss my druid. Suddenly Thistle is here.
The Riftwalkers reported fluctuations in void energy, followed by a period of calm. Could the Dark Heart be absorbing magical power and converting it to shadow? We do what we must for those we
I
love.
wonder which. You know what I'm just now thinking of? I don't know which characters I'm gonna set on my little camp screen. It's not a big deal. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't change what you can do with them. But like, if I was gonna pick of all of my characters, 4 of them to be
These
part of
tracks
my
lead
like,
north.
I don't know, my squad, my regular shortcut commonly played routine. I mean, obviously my priest.
Meet me there.
Gotta be a hunter. I gotta pick like a hunter, maybe my human hunter. And then probably my druid, probably my night elf druid. Maybe I'll finally get around to doing something else in her. I don't know, it doesn't sound like me. What if you only picked one though? Thanksy, of course. Barnacles. Have you ever read and enjoyed a Warcraft novel? Yeah, I've read a few of them. They're fine. I think is more or less where I've landed on them. I've never ever had a desire to read any of them more than once. And I haven't read all of them. I read the Sylvanas one. I read the Shattering back in the day. Before the Storm. Whoa. I like Barnacles. Paladin, Shaman, Druid, as Priest. Because I feel like I want... What would be my 4th one, though? Obviously, like a Hunter, a Priest, and a Druid. That's pretty easy. That's pretty straightforward. You actually read the lore. I read a few books. Yeah. I don't think that should be too surprising. I feel betrayed. I don't think I read them because they were WoW lore. I think I read them because they were books. And yeah, they've been fine. Shaman, DK, Mage, maybe Druid or DH. I wonder if I should pick a tank. If I have like a DPS character, a healer, and then like another healer. I wonder if I should pick a tank to be one of my 4. I don't know. I just don't play them often enough. Gonna have him 3 random shirtless burly alts to accompany him. His posse. His entourage. I am this lazy. You know what? My dragon's tired. The hill's really tall. Get the griffins to do it. They only want 80 silver for it. Do you play the hunters often? Now and then. If I'm gonna play a DPS during a season, historically it has been hunter. They're the ones that I gear up most often. If I'm like feeling like gearing up a DPS ult for a season, I usually go for one of the hunters. I did it once on the Draenei Hunter and then once on the Horde Hunter. Warlock, Priest, Mage, DH for me. I love the individual tabards you can get, but I'm slightly bummed that my warband can't all wear the same one. I mean, you could. You just have to recreate it over and over and over again. Maybe you'll fly above a timeless you can't tag. I have that mount. It's not about the mount, it's about sending a message. Wow. Man, this takes me back to doing Argent tournament dailies. Getting worm meat from the big like Jormungandr worms underneath the snow with the drums. Kissing frogs, yeah. I spent a long time doing those dailies. It was so much travel time and it was so slow. It took so long. Are you 100% at Argent Tourney? No, I don't think so. I think I'm pretty high, but not 100. I guess I could find out, couldn't I? Do I have all the things on? Is there like a section of it that will just show me the percentage? Maybe if I go into like zones. Specifically Ice Crown. Vendors? Ebon Blade, Argent Crusade. There's all kinds of transmog I'm missing. I think at the time I was collecting pets and mounts. So I certainly didn't really worry too much about transmog. Expansion features. Oh. Let me see. I don't think I've ever used this tab. Argent Tournament, 73%. 73%. Yeah, there's all kinds of mog I don't have. I think I must have the mounts and pets though, at least. One accommodation, not worth the travel time. Yeah, that's fair.
Well, we're on the right track. Aim so you finally arrived. My honored guests.
Oh, I see. I thought for a moment that was Illyria talking to me, giving me a hard time for flight pathing across the continent. Probably not what you were expecting by the sound of it. I couldn't tell you if I had any expectations whatsoever. I did some amount of Argent Tournament. I got the mounts I wanted. Void Portal's pretty. It looks nice. Lots of colors. Oh no, I was thinking that loading screen looks familiar, but what is it?
Eridath, why show me these memories? What is the Harbinger's plan?
I wonder if I should be in Shadow Crush spec, maybe. That's my least favorite thing about raiding in Shadow, is that almost all of the bosses are single target. But if I want to be able to do any AoE on the trash, I want to be in Shadow Crush spec, and it's annoying. Like, it's nice that you can switch back and forth in raid. That is a new privilege that we haven't always had. But it definitely... I don't remember, so I end up, like, switching to AoE spec and then still being in it when we pull the boss, or... You know, like vice versa, I'll get in combat and I'll realize that I don't have the other spell.
Zira, help me to
Don't remember much of the Argent Tournament. I feel like I should be high, but reality bet it's like sub 20. There was a lot of stuff. There was definitely a lot of stuff. Multiple builds in raid. Well, that's the thing is I have multiple builds. I'm complaining about having to switch between them. At least for me, it's not worth switching for trash. I just do nothing on trash if I'm not on my AoE build. Which is, I guess, fine, but I don't know. Apparently I don't do any single target either, so if I'm not helping on trash, then why am I there?
Rejecting the role of Ranger General was
Morale.
not an easy choice. For me or my family. Yet leaving them behind.
Trash, as far as I can understand it in my guild, is an opportunity for guildies to prank each other and attempt to get each other killed. It's the primary function.
What surprises await us? Embracing the voice. This is a hunt, and our prey awaits with hungry jaws. I left my world.
I hate pranks getting people killed in raid. You don't like that? You don't think that's fun? I don't commit them, but I do sometimes enjoy witnessing them, depending on how well they were set up.
What surprises await us?
I would rather have died than have you fall to evil.
I know. And yet my fate has not changed. Oh, you great.
We do bounties. If you kill the target, you get gold.
Let's bring it to life, shall we?
Priest that doesn't leap of faith people in raid. Listen, I leap of faith people to attempt to help them.
No.
If they sometimes end up dead, it's not because I'm mean, it's because I'm clumsy. I get people into trouble with my leap of faith probably more often than I help them, but I am always trying to help. I just don't always do a good job of it.
Greetings.
But if you've ever tried to help somebody with a leap of faith and then had them get really mad at you, you'll understand why I don't press that button so much anymore. I mostly just use it to help people on runbacks. You want to know why? Feel it's disrespectful to the time and the rest of the raid. Find it very antisocial. Got the legendary axe token on Tuesday. Finished it last night. Quite expensive. Oh, congratulations, Big Fire. Oh, they are new ethereals, aren't they? Isn't it? Ethereals, as far as I can remember back, are like one of the most requested playable player races. People have been asking for them since TBC. Along with ogres, but I feel like if you put it up to a vote, more people would want ethereals than ogres. I guess I have no way to back that up. That's just like a feeling. Karaktab today. I may end up there. That may be where my day goes at some point. Oh man. I would love to get that mount just so I can not worry about it anymore. I could do a poll, but you know, I've already expressed my opinion. It wouldn't be a fair oh no. Oh, not this again. It wouldn't be a fair you know, sample assessment. Team Ogre, by the way. I like the model update they did to kobolds in War Within. And I like the one they did for gnolls in not Shadowlands, Dragonflight.
Our true quarry is ahead. That twisted vision of Terralion.
like the aesthetics of this one. I feel like this area is less of like, it's basically just a color palette. Like if you take all of the color out of it, it's just rock, right? Like it's just floating rock in the sky. There's not a whole lot going on here. It's just that they've got lots of pretty sparkly purple blue stars and stuff. Nether Stormy. Bling, bling, bling. If you were starting the game today and didn't plan to raid much, what class would you pick? Hunter, 100%. Not that they're not good in raids. They do great. But if I was just gonna be playing for me, doing farming and whatever I felt like, I would 100% do it on the Hunter.
Over the light? Over your family? How pitiful.
Do not speak with his voice, abomination.
End me, Illyria. Has the void not given you the strength?
You would 100% do Hunter.
I can't do it. Illyria, I see your weak heart. You cling to them still.
Begone from this place, Zalatath.
For a second, I'm like, what character is this? Oh, it's somebody's Hunter.
Welcome.
They looked like a big deal.
So it is Zalatath who has claimed the Dark Heart. I understand now why she calls herself the Harbinger.
I've had enough riddles for one day.
The radiant visions you spoke of are the very same my people had. Before our world was consumed.
Oh yeah, he's got like a little void body under there now. I thought they used to be just like,
You don't think
I don't know, purple wind.
could Zalatath be seeking that same fate for Azeroth?
Yeah, I don't like that as much.
That is precisely what she intends. You must find a way to stop her.
You gained 13 rating.
Me?
All you do is win.
Look, she knew exactly how to hurt me. I don't think I'm the one to.
Yes, she knew your greatest fear is endangering your family. But you must let go of that fear. Embrace who you truly are.
I know who I am.
Do you? You are unbalanced. You must master your unique nature, Alleria. If you cannot,
Aw,
then Azeroth
thanks, Witch Hobbit.
is already doomed.
Works good for me. Whoa, sorry. Punched my microphone over here.
It's best if I
All right,
leave.
we're heading back to Dalaran.
I'm a danger to you all.
They probably have a portal,
So
but I
long
could
as
also probably
Zalatath's
just
gaze
take
is
my
cast upon
Hearthstone.
me. Tell Khadgar what we learned. I will return to Dalaran in time.
I wonder if I was gonna do a lot of transmog collecting in the War Within after the changes. What is my goal? Like, how do I stay motivated? Is my goal to clear out all of the transmog from individual little smaller things that are old, like in chronological order? Like, I'm gonna get everything out of like the Sunken Temple dungeon, and then I'm gonna get everything out of, you know, just like going like piece by piece by piece. Am I trying to just do overall like sheer quantity? Am I looking for specific things that I actually want to wear? Because I think if I'm just winging it, I'm running the risk of just losing interest. Well, at least been doing all the LFR I can.
It's all connected to the
If you're looking
radiant
for another
song.
game to play.
It has to be.
All right, we got some void scales for Slither Drake, which I suppose I'll try out.
Before Koresh was destroyed.
That is
And
Azeroth herself.
I
the
thought
one in
I thought I got weapons.
Is she speaking to us?
We need answers. We need her speaker.
I will seek out Magni.
Trying to get everything from
But
all
first,
classes.
I must inform Thrall of what we learned here. We must face this crisis together.
Void scales look cool.
Horde and
I don't like
alliance
planning
forces.
transmog farming. Just do it. It feels fun now. logged into an old Wrath raiding rogue and someone complimented me on my transmog. Nice. Alright, I don't think he's gonna give me anything else. What class do you have the least amount of? I don't have any mages, and my monk's not leveled. I think I'm okay with that, though. I think that's alright. Hey, here's an idea. Listing. Poor Mollywobble, level a monk and remix. Yeah, I know. It's just the only monk spec that I really... Maybe I should just play Brewmaster and just forget about Mistweaver and Windwalker. Because those ones I've enjoyed playing Brew every now and then. Like, I've had a few Brewmaster monks over the years. But Mistweaver is just, like... I don't know. I like the aesthetics of it, but I don't want to have anything to do with melee. If I'm going to heal, I want to do it the old-fashioned way. Standing, you know, behind a bookshelf in the library 2 blocks down the street. You know, pressing buttons. Don't like the mage class? I guess not. I guess not for me. More fun for everybody else. I can post up the Dracofist.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be
There's too many classes in this game to like all of them. You don't have to melee at all with Mistweaver if you don't want. I just don't want to feel like I'm doing it wrong because I don't want to. It's the same reason I don't really want to play... Yeah, I don't know.
If you find anything
What was I gonna do? I was gonna check to see. Well, first of all, I want to check and see what that void scales looks like. So let's go to Valdraken, and then let's go dress up the Slither Drake. Surprised you don't play Mage Rangecaster. Seems like your thing. I think just given the option, I would rather play something that is either A, a hybrid with self-healing, or just the ability to heal, or B, a pet class. And basically every other range in the game has one of those things. And I know, yeah, they have like a water elemental, whatever. You can't name it, it doesn't count. It doesn't, I can't pretend that it loves me effectively and convince myself. If there's a wrong way to play a spec, playing it wrong, still succeeding is kind of a flex. Go for it. Yeah. What was I going? Valdraken. Let's see. Alright, let me see this thing. Did I use them, by the way? Slither Drake. It's not a full transformation, it's just a skin color. Oh, that is pretty sick. So there's like the black Slither Drake, and then there's the white scales. I was using the infinite scales, but you've got void scales too. I feel like if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. With the void horns, probably. Yeah, void horns. We have to get rid of that armor. That's no good. Take that off. The fins look really good, but I don't have the fins, and the hair I feel like makes it look like the raw, like the backwards end of like a fancy horsey. So we'll leave that alone. We can give it a big old fin here, or just like a sleek one. Oh yeah, I have Lunar Festival armor too. I forgot about that. I feel like it's all about the spikes. And then we got it. Oh, you can do void fur. Hang on, let me see the throat fur in void color. Better. I don't know though. I don't think so. These are weird. Is it just too much? Might be too much. Yeah, with like a little contrast. That one. And then maybe not. Maybe a few too many spines. Yeah. The achievement is called Awakening the Dragonflight Raids to defeat all the awakened raid bosses. Bojack, there's a world in which I wear wigs on stream so people leave me alone about the short hair. I want to... What do I want to do? Full cleared Heroic didn't get credit for the first two bosses. Oh, that sucks. This whole patch has been, like, full of bugs, though. Alright, what am I doing? I did the Harbinger questline. I wanted to see about the Void Bow. I don't think I'm going to put it on my Draenei. I guess actually I have other hunters. I've been told that I got a bow transmog, but I didn't see anything because I guess I was not a hunter when I finished the quest. Ah, Karakta.
We are in need of your aid once more, champion. A mysterious figure moves within the shadows. The Harbingers.
Do you have to do something extra to get it?
Let us speak in the Chamber of the Guardian. I've asked Illyria.
Also not easy to find. Should be on your second page. That's Thastra. It might be Void Elf specific. Oh. It's not. Oh. Does it have a name? It's funny that, like, the quest didn't tell me it was giving it to me. It's hunter specific. I am a hunter. Ranger General something. Oh, it would be too much to ask for the search tab to work. Is it an artifact skin? I don't know. I heard there was a new Void Bow and I wanted to see it. That's all. Try the second page. This is the second page. We've got Face Sworn, Sentinel's Recurve, Combatant's Bows, Fleet Bows, Yang's Recurves, some Thastra reskins, Thastra reskins. You clicked it. Oh, this? That's it? Oh. Yeah, I guess it's like Illyria's bow or whatever. Alright. Never mind. I don't know why I was expecting you to be able to, like, notice that it was new. Sad to see there's no Void Elf staves. Well, at least I got the... What did I get, actually? I was gonna say, at least I got the transmog, but then I was like, well, okay, I got a bow transmog that I don't really like. Oh, I got the Void Elf, the Drake skills. That's right. That's what we got. We got the Drake skills. I suppose it was worth the time. Daria, thank you for the 7-month resub. Coming back to WoW Season 4. Very kind with catch-ups. I'm loving it. Nuts. Yeah. I guess I could have sat that whole thing out, but didn't take very long. Took us like, what, half an hour? A little more. And I was not going in a particular hurry. So what I want to do is I want to just, for fun, if these are looking reasonable, give me some of these. You know, like a quick 5 minutes of crafting it. Maybe not that many. Let's do half. So 500, 8,000. And then like, oh, I have enough of those. There.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Make a little gold. Are you gonna make a speed druid for mog farming because of the changes? They're pretty easy to make right now. Maybe one day, if I feel like it, if it comes to it. Let's see here. Let's get... Oh, I still have it up, actually. There you go. This won't take that long, eh? See if we can make any gold. Because I've got like 400k here. I wish I knew how much gold I had across all my characters. I don't have Titan panel anymore. I also wish that the change that they were making in the War Within was just to like make it one unified pool of gold. I really thought that's what they were going to do. And then I saw it on beta and I'm like, oh, it's just a war bank that you can deposit gold into. It's like mildly easier than mailing your gold to yourself, but like not by a whole lot. Altaholic. Yeah. Altaholic is one of those add-ons that I install and I use it for like a month and then I uninstall it for 5 years. It's just so clunky. There were other void touched weapons you got from completing the quest. Were any of them more exciting than the bow? Got back into retail after a while. Your dungeon videos have saved my healer, but nice. Cat's just wandering laps up and down the hall. Got any vials of tepid versatility? Maybe a few. The shield and the flail are great. I think it's only 10:26. I think today I'm gonna have time to do. I want to do that Eridar quest line. Can't possibly take that long, right? I want to be able to make like a red Draenei. That sounds kind of fun. They all have void touch in the name. The void touch scimitar is awesome. I'm coming back. You want to sit in a chair? I'm gonna take a break pretty soon. You want up? I don't really mind Kitty getting up and down as much as she wants because, you know. Yeah. She sleeps a lot during the day, so any kind of exercise that she wants to do is fine with me. I'm gonna do a cat workout. Oh. How sure are you that you have not done that quest line? Because I have a weird, possibly fake memory of you doing it. I'm pretty sure, but now that you're the second person to say that, so now I guess I'm a little bit less sure. But if it turns out that I actually have already done it, I'm gonna have to like ban Cash so that he can't say that he told me so. Hello, Hazel and Kieran. Chat. Hello. All right, I'm gonna take a break. I'll be back. All right, I'm back. It occurred to me that the easiest way to figure out whether or not I've done the Minari questline is to just... Oh, sorry, kitty cat. Hi. Go to the character creation screen and try to make a red Draenei. Can we get a bullion from LFR? Your raid bullion is weekly, so it doesn't matter what raid difficulty you get it from. If you've already got one from raid, then you cannot get another one from raid within the same week. It doesn't matter if you get it on LFR, normal, or heroic. If you somehow did normal and heroic and didn't get one, then yes, but I don't think that's possible. I really thought that getting that Vakash, the one-handed mace from Farak that does like the does the damage, the Shadow Flame damage thing. I really thought that was gonna make me do like more damage, or like I don't know, a noticeable or meaningful amount of damage in Red. It wasn't doing anything. Red themed names would be good for a remix, Eridar. There's gotta be stuff. Can I ignore my ults the whole season to get all the bullions last week? I don't think so. I don't think there's... Is there... Actually, that's a good question. Is there bullion catch-up? My instinct is no, but I actually don't know. I do not have that information. I also thought I would notice more damage from Vekesh, but I can't tell. It was supposed to be, like, so sick, and then I get it, and I upgraded it all the way, and I'm like... Actually, did I upgrade it all the way? I think I upgraded it as far as I could afford. There is bullion catch-up. Got through my hunter from LFR. Oh, gotcha. Got 2 because I didn't do the raid the first week. Well, that's nice then. That's good. Well then, yeah. Could absolutely procrastinate. Post up some of these guys and go see if I'm allowed to make a red Draenei or not.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
4 gold for Silverleaf. Oh, you know what I actually logged on to do? It wasn't, I wanted to see if Dracathis Transmute was worth it. Yeah, looks like it. So I need 3k. So I need like 2,200 glow spores. 204. And then like 450-ish gem dust.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Farming bullions in the main for DPS items. Farming them on alts for trade blood.
Step closer and don't mumble.
I wonder if that'll work in like future expansions. If they'll just leave the bullion system in place for awakened raids when they leave the awakened raids on. So you could just kind of get all that stuff like real easy down the road. Come on, multi-crafts. There's one. I'm getting lots of resourcefulness procs. Yeah, you win some, you lose some.
I've seen things that would scare you shellless. If you find anything exotic.
Alright. Am I allowed to make redskin regular... It's regular Draenei, right? Like not light forged? Well, that's awkward. I have no earthly memory of doing this. None whatsoever. It was the questline from Darkmoon Fair. I got nothing. Head empty, no thoughts. Just say the word Hazel, I'm ready. I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I could just do like a temp timeout just for fun. Travis, thanks for the 2-month resub. Kitty clearly did the questline for you. I do a lot of streams, never remember each one individually. Yeah, you did it on one time on stream. I think it was with your Draenei Hunter. Must have been. You helped a bald Draenei with a soul thing and it ended in Booty Bay. These are brand new words. There's a cranberry one too. Oh yeah. Is there like a hair color that goes with it? I don't know if I would do it for remix or if I would just do it like a regular alt. I know that I would mog her in the skimpiest things that I can find purely because that's usually how I remember Eridar being. Draenei Warlock still hurt my brain. Reckon I watched you do it on stream. It's gonna be your first character for remix. A male Darkspear Troll Priest. I've got the customizations all like pre-set up. That's kind of cool. What do I need another warlock for? Nothing, right? I mean, I guess it could be a hunter. There's nothing that says it has to be a warlock, but I do already have a regular Draenei hunter. This is kind of cool. Could be a mage. Yeah, but like, I don't know. I don't want one. I don't want to say ew, but like, oh. Gotta be green, right? Warlock feels right. Plus, it's not like I have like an excessive amount of warlocks. We've got boy, and I think that might be it these days. Plus, you know, it's like a pet class. Plus, what is boy anyways? I actually don't know what kind of lock he is. I guess I could make this like a demo lock. That'll be fun. Man, they really come up with some names, huh? Do you think the face tendrils have muscles? Could they wave hello with one? Should call her girl. Imagine if they let me have girl. No. What about Gorl? No. Gorly. I could be Gorly. That's awful. Can she be Gorla? She can be Gorla. Alright. Is it all about Excel's Reach or is it about Ammon Vale? Gorla Slay. Make a priest with golden transmog would be a nice contrast to the red. I plan to transmog her in as little as possible. Some of those jewelry colors match the Venthyr dress really well. Excel's Reach gets you to like 10. It is fast. Alright, just for fun, let's do Ammon Vale and let's time how long it takes to get to 10. So Gorla is gonna get... Let me see. Let me turn some of her add-ons off. All the things. Or maybe I'll just leave her add-ons exactly as they are. Maybe it's fine. Here, she doesn't need World Quest List yet. Yeah, I do have the White Grey Mock from Ammon Vale. I did it on the Draenei Hunter that I played today when I first made her. Or at least I have stuff that you could get for mail. I guess I probably didn't do it for cloth. But I want to speedrun this. So, hang on. First of all, edit mode, my UI. Second of all, details, go away. Use my regular profile. I don't know why there's like a million billion of them. Use Inksy. And then, let me see. Heirlooms, very important. Heirlooms for like a warlock. We'll say she's Demo. And see if I got them all. That looks good. And then she needs a mount. Chauffeured Mechaniker's Chopper for the moment. She needs more bars. And then she also needs auto loot on. I don't remember if I did that already. Auto loot. There we go. Do we have Leatrix? Sure do. Alright, let me start a nice little stopwatch here. and see how fast we can make it to level 10. Ready? Set. Go. Go Affliction. I feel like... No, Boy I think is Destro. I think Boy's main thing is Chaos Bolts. So I could be Af or I could be Demo.
The light embrace you.
Oh, one shot. Alright. Demo would be cool. Super Minari. Yeah, I want to transmog, but I can't do that until level 10. Oh yeah, now we're in business. It's a hard cast? Oh man, I was thinking, oh boy, look at me go. I can hard cast, or I can instant cast a dot. And it's not instant cast. Alright. I may as well just cast Shadow Bolt. I think you maybe you put talents into it to make it. Although I might be confusing this with Classic. I've played a lot more Classic Warlock than I have Retail Warlock lately. Slithers on the floor fire thingy instead of Shadow Bolt. You get like Incinerate. And Incinerate and Searing Flame or whatever. Corruption instacast is Affliction. Gotcha. Gorla. Alright, because I'm speedrunning, I can't get too sidetracked trying to pick out a title or anything. Oh yeah, look at that, I'm getting Mog. I got some white slippers that I can keep.
Arcanon Poros.
Oh, we got our imp at level 3. We get to find out what Gorla's imp's named. 0 of 1 survivors saved. Oh, with Gift of the Arrow. Gotcha. Transmog restrictions are not now, no. We're within pre-patch, which is not yet. Alright, we are officially summoning imp level. My first warlock pet is Ziltic. I will take it. Has a lot of eyes. I'm finding out how long it takes me to get to level 10 via Ammon Veil instead of Exile's Reach. And also making a Redskin Daredar. Calix T-Cat, Calix Ty-Cat, with a 2-month resub. Thank you. Love your stream. Aw. Appreciate it. Affliction feels the worst to me over the other 2 specs. Affliction always felt like the most traditional Warlock spec to me. Whoa. Demo, I feel like, got kind of chaotic when they started just summoning and popping imps. It started to feel almost like a Diablo, like Witch Doctor kind of thing, with like frogs. I mean, it's fun. It's just, it's got kind of the BM problem of like you go into pets, but then it's like into a lot of pets as opposed to just like super empowering one.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
Unending Resolve. Looks like a defensive.
wishes to you.
You know, in Classic I had just like a macro that was just pet attack, and that was the whole thing. That's okay. Now that I have a pet to cast, I feel like multi-dotting is a more reasonable approach. Gives a Ziltic over here something to do. This was one of the first areas that I ever set foot in WoW. Demo sort of like having worms instead of a dog. What are you trying to say? I think Destro's fun. I just already have a Destro lock. I like, if I'm gonna make multiples of the same class, unless I'm really particular about one spec, I usually like to switch it up. The main exception being Hunter, where I will play I'll have a bunch of Hunters. If I have 10 Hunters, 8 will be BM, 1 will be Marks. Actually, no, if I have 10 Hunters, 8 will be BM and 2 will be Marks. None of them will be Survival. Yeah, it's just not worth it to cast Afflictions. The same cast time as Shadowbolt, and at this level with this gear. And with my Burst of Knowledge buff, Shadowbolt one-shot still, so. No survival love? When they made it melee, they killed it for me. I will always see Hunter as a ranged class. And, I don't know. If I wanted to play Survival Hunter, I would just as soon play like a rogue. The Scales bolts look so cool. Yeah, they do. Hi, honey bun. I hope your day's going good. Things are good here. We got the Draenei Heritage Armor. I did the Xalatath questline. Turns out that I did, after all, unlock Red Draenei, so I'm making one. Finally became time, and I'm timing to see how long it takes me to power through the Ammon Vale questlines to get to level 10. Really like that they can use swords. The animation's cool.
Greetings, friend.
No, I didn't ban cash. Not today. Aghar survival purely for the Rexar aesthetic. It's only like level 14 though. This one. Keep trying to find the Draenei Heritage Armor quest. Realize I only had Light Forged. Aw. Yeah, not yet today. Oh, I'm supposed to be inoculating you. Sorry. Oops. Oops. Is this still a really long cooldown, or did they fix it? I think they fixed it. It used to be like a 30-second cooldown on this. Yeah, Survival Hunter's been melee for a while. When did they do it? Because it used to be just like a ranged spec that used different like stings and traps and stuff. Was it Legion? Because I remember it being Legion, like melee and Legion for the Mage Tower challenge. Finally finished my Zeralek Cavern Rare Treasure set. Been working on it since that patch came out. Nice. That Lux Protection protected me enough. I got my Drag Through Legendary on Sunday. Congrats, Honeybun. That's wonderful. It's a cool get. The price of all the mats I needed was around 150k gold. Hey, at least you got it pretty early in the season in case you wanted to like use it and get some value out of the combat potential. Not too bad. So we're 10 minutes in and I'm level 5. I swear I have timed my Exiles Reach playthrough before as well, but I don't remember what it came to. Because I want to get to 10. Apparently they just opened a shop for WoW Classic. My first thought was immediately to check the date in my head to see if it was April 1st. Oh man, I bet that's going down a treat. Nothing but happy positive feelings, I'm sure.
Chronokai Christor. Remain vigilant.
May the light embrace you.
What if one of your favorite memories of playing Cataclysm was buying the Winged Guardian mount? That was like a nostalgic moment for you. They're just trying to let you have that I don't know if that's what they're doing, but it would be funny if they're just trying to let you have that experience again of plunking down another 25 for it. I got some hand-sewn pants. Actually look kind of nice. Yeah, Sparkle Pony did come out in Wrath. And people were furious. That was, like... It was embarrassing at the time to be seen in one of those things. At least... on my server, people were giving people a hard time if you saw one in Dalaran. It's 50 because it's vintage now. People called it TRH/spit, yeah. I remember that. My 6-year-old wanted one desperately and got one. You can buy an auspicious arborworm in the Cataclassic shop. Oh, okay, well that's strange then. I feel like if they were going to do a cash shop, the only thing that would have made it vaguely cool is if it offered the things that were available at the time. Oh well.
Anu Belore Delana.
I don't need to kill these scouts, but it's just kind of fun that I can upset so many of them.
Anaria Shola.
At least anything you buy is account wide. Final Fantasy XIV and other, a lot of $20 transpogs are character specific. Yeah, I know in Black Desert there's a whole thing about that. Like you can buy an outfit, but it's like an item, you know, and it's actually I shouldn't talk, I don't remember anything. I just remember Black Desert let you buy different like you know, scandalous lingerie for your character. Go under your armor. Anyway, what's for dinner? Steamed dumplings tonight. We're back on the meal planning game. I got a board with the whole week's meals planned out on it. It's great. Got an air fryer recently, and it has changed my life. Congratulations. What's your favorite thing to make in it? What do you put in your dumplings? These are they're purchased, they're from Dumpling Drop, so they're pre-made and frozen. We've got shrimp ones and vegan ones. The vegan ones I think are like mushroom and maybe like a tofu thing in there. And then the shrimp ones are shrimp and something. Yeah, they're really good. Can't live without an air fryer. Total game changer. Yeah, people really like them.
The Naru have not forgotten us. Remember the lessons of the past.
Blessings upon you.
Oh yeah. Hellstone time. I need a vendor. One of you guys buy my stuff? Thank you.
Welcome, welcome. Safe journeys.
Alright, so it took me 16 minutes to get to level 7 and to finish with Ammon Vale. But I don't really want to go... I mean, I guess you could once you get there, just like... You could at this point probably like nope out and go to, you know, like Stormwind if you want to start doing stuff there. But just for... I'll see how long it takes me to get to 10. The travel time's a big kicker, even with a mount. Without an heirloom mount, this would take ages. French fries, coat them with Old Bay. Melt some cheese with sour cream as a dip. Nice. Polish heart is happy. I found gluten-free pierogies at our local gluten-free bakery. Aww. Yesterday night, the guild was discussing one of our guildies' lack of a toaster, which morphed into air fryer talk and how most of us prefer the oven to the microwave. Yeah. Yeah, most microwaves make things hydrated. Which for a lot of food does not improve the vibe. Some things do well. A lot of things are not improved. In my own life, if I were to put pizza in a microwave, I would want somebody to stop me. The thing that always used to bug me about the air fryer when I had one is it seemed like the heat, like obviously the basket you can take out and you can clean everything about that, but it seemed like the compartment, the food inside of it would have some amount of oil on it, right? And it would be getting heated up and blown around. And I felt like there must be oil and like food residue that builds up on a heating element of some kind inside, but it just didn't seem obvious to me of how to clean it. And I feel like the longer I used it, the more it would get gross. Because it's not like a completely contained thing. You don't heat pizza in a microwave. No. No, not for me. Not anymore. If I'm going to reheat pizza, I usually just bang it on an oven sheet, like a sheet, and stick it in the oven for a few minutes. But I can also do it on the stove top in like a pan. Either is acceptable. Microwave just turns it into like spongy, tough bread with like sweaty cheese on it. It's just a crime. Thanks for all the guides. Aw. Thanks for watching them.
Each day is a blessing.
Cold pizza is the best. It congeals together. I know people like that, and I'm happy for them.
Welcome. Browse at your leisure.
Not for me. I would sub if it would help you get a microwave. Yeah. There are things in my life that I am saving for, but a microwave is not one of them. I haven't had one since 2020, early 21. What are your thoughts on the Pandaria event coming up? I'm so excited. I want to go. I want to play so much. I want to go in real hard and deep on it. I want to game like I'm 21 again.
Arcanon Poros. Good health, long life.
Same question. Yes. Wanted to watch the whole stream, needed to do groceries. Very important. Missed it the first time, so I'm pretty stoked. I'm very curious to see how the raids feel. That was one thing I didn't... I did a little bit of LFR in the testing, but that was the one thing I didn't really... Oh, I didn't let this go for long enough that I didn't really get to. If the house comes with a microwave, would you skip that house? No, but there's nothing that says I have to keep the device. You could just take it out and then have a shelf. Thought Shadowlands had one of the best aesthetics ever for WoW. What do you think about Shadowlands? I liked it a lot. I had a lot of fun and a lot of fun during it. I think the main thing that let it down was the systems, and those aren't as relevant later on, like nowadays. Besides, you know, even towards the end of Shadowlands, the systems kind of cleaned up a bit. I thought it had delightful collectibles. Litmus test for pizza is how good it is cold. Good slice will still taste good cold. Bad slice will taste like grease and regret. As far as I know, you can level faster. Can you do with a pre-leveled character? No, you must make a brand new time-running character. You must make, if you're going to play Remix, it must be with a character that is made brand new. They start at level 10. And your first one isn't going to level that fast at first. As you level, you're going to find threads that give a plus experience gain that get woven into this cloak you're wearing. And then you can share some of that progress onto future characters that you make. So if you're making multiple characters in the event, the later ones will level faster. What is the secret to keeping your bags clear? Being unafraid to just get rid of things. It's also very effective in real life with like homes and stuff. Is don't think too much about whether or not you might need it. And figure if it really comes to it and it turns out you really do need it, how hard would it be to get it again? And most of the time, you can just let it go. Just delete. Drag it right out of your bags. Them regurgitating old dungeons in the first Mythic Plus season killed the new expansion hype for me. That's a bummer. Man, I haven't heard the verb regurgitate in a while. There's so many exciting verbs for that same kind of meaning. You can say all kinds of things. But I might need it. You might. You might not. Or maybe you'll need it and you can get one back. Especially if it's something that you can just like buy and sell in the auction house for like pretty cheap. And by pretty cheap, I mean like less than 1,000 gold. You know, just pretend you're using the auction house as your own personal storage and that you can just sell the ones you have. And then if it ever comes that you need it again, you can just buy it back. Then it's not in your life. Different people handle storage differently in games and on computers and also in real life. And I have come to realize that I am a happier and more functional person if I have less clutter around me, both digitally and in real life. And that for me, it is better for me to err on the side of not keeping things. I would rather have fewer things to manage because it just makes me feel better. I deleted the weapons from the middle of the legendary rogue weapons quest change. Had to put in like 5 tickets to get them back. Oh, that's a bummer. What is that timer for? I'm seeing how long it takes me to get to level 10 while questing through the old Draenei starting area. I'm level 7, and also we've... I was going to say we've hit a wall, but we're only we're doing a bunch of quests that we can turn in all at once, so maybe it's not such a wall. Keep everything in game, but nothing IRL. I have to go through phases of like building stuff up and then purging it basically. Even in IRL as well. Like I'm still working on the step where you just don't pick up things. Not so much in game, because in game you just pick up stuff by default, but like in real life where I just don't like bring things home that I don't need, because I get all like enamored with the romance of the idea of like doing a thing, and for the thing I usually want like tools or supplies. But then it means that every hobby that I have behind me in my past has left like a bunch of stuff for everything that I wanted to try and do. There's like equipment for all of it. And if it's something you're going to do again, then it makes sense to store those things. But sometimes it's better to maybe try that thing out at a facility that lets you use their equipment, or, you know, it's like watch a YouTube video of somebody else doing it and then don't bother. Choose any of the number of other leisure activities that I already am set up to do. Who says I have to do everything, you know? Just put the rug tufting down and, you know, like make muffins or something. I've got bran in the cupboard. You think a ret gnome pally would be lit? Because I'm waiting. I think your ret gnome pally would be lit. I'm going to start with priest in Panda Remix. I'm making a male Darkspear troll priest. I'll put on speed running music to watch this high octane leveling. There's a Void Elf Paladin during the Harbinger questline. Feels good to create things with your hands. Yeah. Get into making combos or jams. Maybe. Food's a good one, because food's a great hobby to get into. Because when you've created it, you can eat it. So a lot of your supplies are consumable, so they don't just stack up around your house for a million years. And even if they do start to stack up, eventually you go through them and you go, well, a bunch of this is stale and or expired, and I should let it go. Okay.
Each day is a blessing.
I'm level 8. Did I get anything cool that I can do at level 8? No. 9 is during life, and 10 is my Void Walker. I'm mostly excited about 10 just so I can get my transmog mount and start mogging. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be as snappy as I thought it was going to be. It is nice though. I like the calmness of it. I like the peace. That's the point. Jam never freaking expires, or marmalade even. Yeah. I don't really eat sweet spreads though. I was given a gift of jam maybe even a couple of years ago, and I'm pretty sure it's still in my fridge. I've made like 3 PB&J sandwiches over the years, and that's it. Mihad, thank you for the 18-month resub. A new tune, but the pandemonium. I think I'm just gonna get this one to 10, put her in a transmog, and then leave her be forever. I don't know if I'm ever gonna finish leveling her or not. I'm just kind of having fun for now. Transmog ethereal toy you can summon. I don't know. I thought the ethereal that you summon just like turns you into a boss. I'm thinking of the transmorpher beacon. I knew I had to purge my in-game bags when I had 100 of some Shadowlands flasks still. Ethereal transmogrifier. Do I have it? Let me see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, look at that. When did they add that? I have it and everything. I thought the J in PB&J was jelly as in Welch's grape. I mean, it could also be jam. It doesn't have to be a specific kind. Jam, jelly. You know, strawberry, blackberry, blueberry. Whatever you got. Growing up, it was kind of frowned upon to buy jam because somebody would have made some somewhere. You'd have some jam from some relative or another. You could make cookies with them. One day I'm gonna end up wanting like baked goods and sweets again, but I'm just kind of off them right now. I was gonna say what I should get into making is cheese, but that's this is a world of equipment that I don't need. Like preserves best. I thought it was a Twitch drop. Oh, well, yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Well, but no, I want to find out. I want to stick to my speed. We're level 8.5. I got 1.5 more levels left to go, but I'm 29 minutes in. Although it's only 11. 11, you know, make a wish. It's not like I don't really have anything else going on today, I don't think. Love that toy. I keep them on my bars at all times. For 25 years, I've made PB and honey because I thought the J had to be jelly and I couldn't get it in the UK. I'm sad now. Oh. I mean, if that's what it traditionally means to you, but you can always try an experiment. I've never tried PB and honey before. Just got here. What are we doing? I'm leveling an Eridar-looking warlock. Like a Minari kind of skinned Draenei warlock. Moongray's Buckeye. There. To 10 and timing it to find out how long it takes. PB honey, some bananas, pretty good. I like peanut butter and banana, but I feel like they're sweet enough as they are. At the risk of being one of those annoying people. PB and fluff. So what is fluff in this context then? PB and fluff. What is fluff? It doesn't sound like food. It sounds like the stuff that comes off my dog. Marshmallow fluff. Oh. All the cool kids got peanut butter and fluff, but my mom never let me have that. Yeah. Yeah, I've not seen that before. I don't know if that's my thing. It's in Ben and Jerry's fish food ice cream. I remember how heartbroken I was when I found out that Nutella wasn't really a health food. I thought it was just ground up hazelnuts and a little bit of cocoa because the commercials implied that. And it turns out it's ground up hazelnuts, a little bit of cocoa, a healthy dose of palm oil, and a ton of sugar. Never messed with the fluff. I'm sure it's available here. I just don't remember, like, I've never heard of anybody eating it. Like, none of my friends had sandwiches that were PB and fluff growing up. Sometimes we would have sandwiches that were just peanut butter, and it's just like 2 pieces of bread and some peanut butter, and that's like great because it's super easy to make. It's like your go-to, your mom's making you make your own lunch for school, and you're like running late because you slept in because you're an irresponsible child. Sounds dry. Yeah, straight peanut butter on dry bread is pretty dry. It is food though. It'll keep you going. It's got enough energy in it to get you through your, day as a child, more or less, vaguely. It did the job. I grew up, right? Hazel, if it makes you feel better, Nutella got sued hard because their ads were implying it was healthy. I feel like when they did that, they should have had to have written me a personal letter updating me on that fact. Because they got away with it. What peanut butter? Anything smooth. I'm not picky about the brand. I'm just not a crunchy peanut butter kind of person. Were you part of the Uncrustables gang? I'm still not 100% sure on what Uncrustables are, but I do know that if any kids had the crust cut off their sandwich, they were open to merciless mocking of why are you wasting food?
Warm wishes to you. Remember the lessons of the past.
Well met.
Smooth all the way. It's a pre-made crustless sandwich. Yeah. I'm not going to say that would have gotten you bullied in my life, but like it would have put you at risk of such a thing.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
Oh.
Kronakai Christor. Open your heart to the light.
He's too busy talking. Did you ever mock anyone at school? I mean, I don't think so, but I don't think anybody thinks so. Like, kids would give each other a hard time. Like, you would rib your friends. And I think that the way that we did that was a lot meaner back then than you would do nowadays. I think that we were not hyper considerate of each other's feelings as children, and I think it's because people are generally awful for a long time. But I don't think we like systematically picked on anybody. I think everybody kind of got it evenly. Do I want to go talk to them? Or infected Night Stalker runs? Yeah, I'll go this way. I couldn't believe my eyes when I spotted crustless toast in a store in France. I don't know. Husband bought Uncrustables to see what the fuss was about, and I think nearly all are still in our freezer. One day I'm going to, in a fit of nostalgia, purchase Dunkaroos for myself, because those were like the finest thing to have in your lunchbox when I was a kid. It's basically just like a little cookie with icing that you could like dip into. And there was like a savory version as well that was like crackers and cheese or something like that. But I think that one day I'm gonna try those again and be disappointed, because some memories you need to leave in the past.
What can I do for you? For the Alliance?
Alright, I needed like another 3/4 of a level here.
You need something?
And it's slowed down pretty substantially. We are not leveling so fast anymore. I think they're smaller than we remember. I think I got bigger at some point. I think I am no longer, you know, the same size I was as a tiny child. Toddler who hates crust struggled to get her to eat. Finally understand why they exist. Dunkaroos are painfully sweet. Had some recently because my nephew was feeding me. Yeah, I think I just need to just enjoy the memory and like not open that door. Not go back there. My classes today got canceled due to a storm, and unfortunately I can only play WoW and Hades 2 today. The shame. Oh man. Some days it's just like that. If I was going to do this again, I don't think I would skip Ammon Vale, but I think once I was done with Ammon Vale, I would, like, get out of there with, like, $1 on Hearthstone or something, if it works. I don't know if it does, but I'm assuming so. And then just, like, go to Stormwind and start doing regular Alliance questing. I always like the ends from a loaf of bread. Everyone hates them. I like them, too. It depends on the bread. I think some of them are better than others, but I like a good crusty bread. It is a bit dependent on having good teeth, though. Some people will avoid those things because if it's tough, that can be a real problem if your teeth are painful or not fully up to par, up to function. That's one of those things that's just not, you don't think about until it like happens to you, and then you're like, oh, I get it. It's so pretty outside today. It's like sunny and like a light breeze and like warm but not super hot. It's gorgeous. I'm not gonna do anything about it, but you know, look out the window and go, wow, pretty. It's nice.
Elune be with you.
You got my attention. Hey there.
All the profession trainers that are like littered around the starting area just kind of remind me of when you would start a character and like pick professions for every character. Like it was like an obvious part of what you would be doing.
See you later.
I'm sure lots of people still do that, but what was I saying? I've had my retainer break on me a couple times from eating hard foods. Super cautious whenever I eat anything hard or chewy. That's scary. I've never had that happen to me. But I do have a permanent retainer, and I have one on the top and the bottom. That would suck. Tried soloing Mythic Nyalotha. Well, everything was easy. I can't bring N'Zoth low enough, even with full consumes for him to phase into the Mythic only phase. Best attempt was 57, and he phases at 20. Yeah, at some point I want to try duoing the BFA raids, but I think I want to wait until the pre-patch. I can't be farming transmog and stinky old-fashioned rules. For permanent rotator 2, flossing is hard. I feel like I'm just used to it at this point. I've had it ever since I was like a teenager. Like when I got my braces out, and I've been cemented in ever since. And you just, you get the hang of the floss threaders, and then you're living your life. I just buy them in bulk. After enough years, you can do it with your eyes closed. You don't need a mirror. If you haven't maxed out both a crafting and a gathering profession from 1 to Dragonflight in every character, have you really played WoW? Temper Tuner in 3rd grade. It was a removable one. It was awful. Yeah. I have a terrible memory of okay, it's not that bad. Worse things happen to people, but I had taken my retainer out to eat, and an adult that was hypothetically looking after me had thrown it into the garbage because I had left it on the table, and apparently that was not a good thing to do. So they had put it in the garbage, and then I had to dig through the garbage, like the kitchen trash, to find it and then clean it so I could use it again because they're expensive. Not a thing to do to somebody. Don't recommend it. Do you have any clue if Blizzard's going to rework reps? You think BFA, Shadowlands, Dragonflight reps will count towards the achievement? They are doing stuff with reps in the War Within. I don't know how it's going to impact the achievement, though. Threw away dinner trash as a kid. Didn't notice retainer. It was never found. Yeah. Yeah, maybe it was an accident. Could have been. Happens. Things happen. What am I doing? More ancient relics. What achievement just got here? I'm assuming the rep metas. Removable retainers are way too expensive for something that can get lost or break super easy. Yeah. I'm just glad that I'm out of the orthodontics phase of my life. Getting your braces tightened hurts so bad as a kid. And then trying to go to band class and keep up with practicing and stuff when your teeth hurt and your braces are all super sharp. Oh, no fun. Braces making sores on your lips. Yep. Absolutely. Fresh Draenei. Yeah, I figured you know what it was? Is when I was doing the Draenei Heritage Armor questline, I saw somebody on a red one. And I liked it, and then I went, I want one. and then I've made one now. And I didn't have anything else going on this morning, so that's where we're at. Have the crank on the roof of their mouth. I don't think I had a crank. We had those little baby elastics that you would get in little packs that you would put on, that would you would attach them from, I don't know, one brace to another brace or something. And then I would also use them as hairbands to keep my braids secure because I just had tons of them. Oh, Ivashkov, no! Not the Panera dumpster diving. That's awful. Oh, man. Stuck in what character make for Panda Express. Want to do luck, but I'm remembering. It's not mop luck. True. It was the worst. But I am glad I got orthodontics because my teeth were all over the place, and I think my life has been probably improved by virtue of my teeth not being all over the place. They were going in a variety of directions. And some of them were like in front of other ones. Like, it was a mess. They got jumbled in there like a bunch of Tic Tacs. They're a little tight now, but that's fine. It's not a big deal. Oh, I'm level 9 in a bit, so if I go turn these in, that should do it. I just needed to get to level 10. Hazel, did you ever get the transmogs you could only get from the mission boxes in WoD with a salvage yard? Same as the character examples. I think I got most of them. I don't know if I got all of them. I did open, the technical term is bajillions of salvage boxes during WoD, though. I did a lot of them on a lot of characters. Did they ever make those available again? I don't remember. Never lost my retainer again after that. Yeah, I think I kept a closer eye on mine as well. I hope WoD Remix happens. I asked once what expansion people would want to see remixed the most. Like if they were to do it again after MOP, and Legion was pretty overwhelmingly people's pick. I wanted... What did I want? I wanted Wrath. I wanted Wrath. Or like Kata, but you know, those are like classic era. Those have been available as classic eras, so... Maybe not as high up on the list. Torghast remix.
What brings you here?
Torghast remix, but with different aesthetics, would make my life. Alright. So she can choose a spec. Let me demo for a bit. 47 minutes is the answer. I wouldn't have bet on that. I would have said that I could get to 10 in 30 minutes or less. And I would have been wrong. Burning Rush, very important. Demon Skin, pretty important. Expedition, yeah, okay, it's transmog time. I want her to wear not much, is my plan.
Shop, browse. Smell.
So let's start just by hiding a bunch of stuff. And then maybe we'll get like a cool... Actually, that staff's kind of neat. Although she could use the Twilight Witch one too. I forgot to choose any expansion or remix. Probably go with TBC. BFA, because I still need so much stuff from BFA. BFA raids were pretty cool too. I want next to nothing here. And I want I mean, you could make an argument for that. I might go for like a shirt and shorts. I might not even do a robe. I didn't realize how many colors of these sarongs I've acquired by now. Plus, I'd love to do Firelands. Kata high level zones. Yeah, I'd like that. Do you have to choose your vault loot to reset the vault? If you do a raid or dungeon while you still haven't chosen anything, does it count for next week? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever found that out. Be awesome for them to add new content in and give the final raid that we never got. What about the Twilight Witch set? It's not exactly what I'm after. I do like the mini skirt, but it makes her look a little bit too, like, I don't know, Halloween costumey. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know why this one's better. Just because it's newer. Just hide every piece. Yeah, I mean the blood hunter stuff is just skimpy for every armor type. Oh, the staff's not working for me anymore. There you go. It's got to be a little more sinister. Got a couple different scythes. And shovels. It's vaguely sinister. What if we went with nothing and then... Oh, she doesn't have a shirt equipped, I see. I like it because of the tattoos. Yeah, I think they're actually kind of neat with this. I just wish it didn't have this big necklace thing on the front, but... You know, what do you do? Are there any shoulders that I feel would improve it, or... is it pretty much good? No shoulders. What about back pieces? She could have butterfly wings. She could have a big old bow. I think that the one that I saw had the red, the ruby wings on, and that was kind of cool, like an imp sort of situation. You've also got some Venthyr stuff somewhere. At least I thought I did. Like knives or whatever? I must do. Where'd they go? I lost them. Treasure Navin bag. There's the treasure trove. There's a star towel. Pardon me, star shroud. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, you probably need to be a higher level to use them. That's probably what's going on. Yeah, some of the stuff isn't available until a later level. That's why. I don't know. I kind of think the butterfly wings work. Is there any boots that would improve this? Add like a little bit of... Oh, too much. Too much. A little yellow gold in the boots would tie it into the belt and the staff and the wings a bit. But it would have to be not too much. And not too, I don't know. Those are like too mechanical looking. Maybe just like that, that's not bad. Heard our butterfly. That's a thing, right? Oh, I'm broke! I'm too broke! I can't do it! There we go. We've got it saved anyway. She needs 5 gold. How am I ever gonna become not broke? You can level allied races for Heritage Armor and Mop Remix, but you won't be able to do the Heritage Armor questline and actually get it until the Mop Remix event ends. No, I tried that cache. The cowl hid. You can play as a Red Rhino. There's a questline apparently that you can do to unlock them that I must have already done. Because, yeah, I feel like the butterfly wings, the red dragon wings, and then the Kyrian wings are all probably pretty good with this. How do we feel about a Demonology Warlock that with the Demon Slayer title? You know, if I'm like popping open imps and exploding them, then I am the ultimate Demon Slayer. I'm gonna slay the most demons. Oh. I got a BOE, Battle Worn Handguards, that I didn't know. Yeah. Oh, they're not gonna let me hurt the Delaron. And they're certainly not gonna let me hurt my garrison, which means that I guess if I want to get out of here, I have to actually do it the old-fashioned way. What about scouting maps? Calendore.
Each day is a blessing.
And then I guess my follow-up question is, then where do I want to go? Do I want to just level in Darkshore? I wanted to get more gold. I guess I could send myself some. Ordinal seems reasonable. Because I won't have Chromie time on because I haven't been through Stormwind. But you don't actually have to put Chromie time on. There's like a couple of weirdnesses that happen if you don't. Like you'll be in BFA dungeon queues instead of in Classic or Cataclysm era ones. And then you hit a certain level and zones stop scaling, which is kind of wonky. But for low levels, it doesn't really matter. Man, I wanted to put that transmog on. I might just mail myself the gold when I get there. Probably easier than trying to scrape an extra 4 gold from a bunch of nothing. Because none of this is gonna vendor for very much. Have we had any other WoW news today? Look at Wowhead. Not so much, although I think I have classic news filtered out of my Wowhead headlines, so if there was a dust up over the cash shop, then I wouldn't have noticed. I wouldn't see it on my headlines. Oh. Are they just gonna port me there? They are. They don't actually make you fly all the way. I guess it's like a fatigue zone. That didn't take as long as I thought it would then. Hello. Hello, how you doing? The mount you get from the Awakened Raids turns you into a little noodle dragon when you dragon ride with someone else. I haven't actually seen it yet, but I heard that happens. It's kind of cool.
I am honored.
Pick some new quests. Set our Hearthstone over here. Is it all the way upstairs? No. No way, right? Because my main goal for this character was just to get her transmog. Oh, it's right here. I haven't done post-Cattle Ordinal in a long time. Oh, this is making me nostalgic for Hardcore Classic. The Night Elf Hunter, I spent so long in Ashenvale doing it so carefully. I'm just gonna send her a little bit of gold. Gorla. Surely I can remember that. Should she get her gold from boy? I don't remember what he's doing in here.
We are in need of your aid once
Why is he at the
more, champion.
catalyst?
A mysterious
I wasn't even playing this season.
in the shadows, the Harbinger. Let us speak in the chamber of the Guardian.
That's gonna be annoying. They're
and
just
ask the
gonna
myriad
keep
needs
giving me
there
that
as well.
Harbinger questline intro breadcrumb on every single character ever. Gorla, she only needs like 50 gold. Give her like 200. Just to cover things. She can buy a bag or two, I guess. Ah, Miguel 2501. Thanks for the 4-month resub. It's like that one whelp that tries to get you to do daycare all over again. Or the snail, the male snail that just like chases you around there like caverns that has no right to be that fast. Newsy, that's the one. Listen, I like the snails in this game, but that guy is running a real risk of being stepped on by accident. Alright. Can I save it? I did save it. Oh, I have to pick up my mail now. He's just doing his best, okay? Speaking of snails, I should do the daily. There you go. Throw the... It's funny, you can't use like the Venthyr wings, but you can use their weapon enchant. Now here's a warlock. Oh, you know what we haven't done yet is we have not summoned our Voidwalker for the first time. What sound does a snail make? Crotch. His name is Cragthack. Respectable. I mean, it's no, oh, man. Hellgrave. It's no Hellgrave. For a moment, I was afraid I was going to forget it. Hellgrave was the finest Voidwalker name ever to grace this land. But yeah, I don't know if I'm actually going to level this character. I mainly just wanted to like make one and set it up. It is possible to re-roll their names. You can go to a demon trainer. There should be by the warlock trainers in your capital city. And you can pay them gold to repeatedly re-roll it. You can't choose it, but you can roll it for sure. Sure, the night elves are just okay with the demonic Eridar summoning more demons on their lands. Yeah. I like the braid in her ponytail. I love the butterfly wings. I hope they give us more colors of those. I'm using them on her too. I want to name my bluebird. What's in my mail? Oh, just auction house stuff. Poor Molly Wobble. Forever stuck at 18. I could always remake Molly Wobble and remix as well. Nothing says that I have to level her like this. I could always delete and then re-level. But I think of all of my names that are saved for remix, for my remix priest, I'm leaning towards either Squidgy or Shellfish, but I think I'm leaning towards Shellfish. You like Krabby. That's my off-brand Flabby. Flabby and I we're gonna level characters of each other's classes and specs. I was gonna be a shaman, and I guess he was gonna be a holy priest. I don't really remember. He had an off-brand Hazel. How's your weapon enchant appearance collection? It's okay. It's not perfect, but it's decent. My transmogs are I'm pretty happy with them. I've used a lot of the new things that we've had for the last couple of holidays, but I've kind of woven them in with other pieces. I like this because she's got like gardening stuff. You know, she's got her gardening hat, but she's got it with like the spider robe, but it's green. You know, it's like springtime, and it's like kind of spooky for undead, but it's also like a pretty dress to go with her pretty hat. And then those are Abra's shoulders. That is Plunder Storm recolor that they gave away as a Twitch drop, combined with just like a trading post bow, and then I think a trading post quiver, trading post bow. She is now wearing the new Draenei Heritage armor with an Argusian reach longbow, which I'm happy about. Lucky you got Jess as a name, would love that. I haven't used it for anything, but it's so cool. I feel like I can't let it go. I'm gonna use it for something one day. I just don't know what. She's a Worgen warrior, which you'd think would be the perfect thing to have as Jess because of the character, but. And then she's got her Dark Spiritual heritage on. Needed the new heritages to come in a couple colorways. I don't know what she's wearing. I think this was this was from Trial of Style. I had like a bronze sand theme, and that was the bronze clockwork, and that was the best thing that I could come up with. And I didn't even win. We didn't even get first place. I don't even think we placed. And then Barnaclos is wearing his dock worker vibe. I love this. He's got like a... I don't remember where they gave away that shirt. It might have been Trading Post. I think the new stable UI is fantastic. I think it looks really good. And then his staff is from the... oh man, I should have done the Big Dig. I missed it. His staff is from Azerothian Archives. Petalbloom is wearing High Mountain Tauren Heritage armor. She's been wearing it for so long that I assume that's just what she looks like. It's just, if you told me that was built onto the Tauren model, I would believe you. I don't know what she's wearing. Doesn't matter. She's an evoker. You can't see her transmog. She apparently has some kind of a small gardening shovel for reasons. Scary's got her whole Beauty and the Beast getup going again with another Azerothian Archives weapon, but like, how could you not use this thing? I had to use it on somebody. And then this transmog is like Voldraken Civilian combined with dragon wings with the Gnome Heritage goggles. And then I think those are her actual weapons. I don't think her weapons are mogged. Are the archives still doable? Oh yeah. Absolutely. Oh, if anything, they're easier now because you don't have to go all the way back to the beginning or to that place in Thaldraszus to spend your stuff. They put a vendor down by the actual event. I love Scary's mug. What's Honeyplum wearing? Honeyplum has Orc Heritage on, but she needs to update her legs because they do not match. She must have replaced those. And then Boy's wearing the springtime stuff. And then we just did Gorla. A little something different. Oh yeah, I've got more 70s. I've got Nightflame, who's ready to party. His weapon needs doing. I think that's what his weapon actually is. Surely the fist weapon I chose on purpose. And then he's wearing like Blood Elf Heritage combined with the shop set skirt thing. And then that's Gnome Heritage. I love the Gnome Heritage. I think it's so cool. It's just got so many like cool little moving bits on it. And then I use the rotating dagger, which is a mop transmog. That's a mop appearance. And then I don't remember what this is from, but tell me it's not perfect. I won't believe you. It is perfect. I think this druid's not long for this world. I think she's on the to be deleted list. And then my maw themed Mistweaver. Use the race class randomizer. I didn't have plans to, but it's not a bad idea. It's from Oldir, Dragon Soul. Oh. Krabby. Krabby's supposed to be an enhancement shaman. I just don't know what she's supposed to do. I don't know how to play her. And then Wormbin got kind of overridden when I made Scary, because Scary was a randomizer pick. And I really don't need 2 Death Knights. I barely need 1 Death Knight. What do you think of the trading post choices this month? It was cool. I didn't get the bug because it was bugged. I'm sure it's been fixed now, but I don't know if I want to get it or not. I didn't really go back and think about it. I probably should. And then this used to be a bank alt, but I don't need a bank alt anymore. She basically is just a big repository for like old account-wide gear that really, aside from like maybe being a source of transmog, I don't have any use for it. And then these are name placeholders. Although I did put her in the Plunderstorm armor because somebody needed to wear it, and she's beautiful. I don't know when I'm gonna make a Minta, but Minta was my steward in Shadowlands, and I loved her so much that when I got the name, I had to keep it forever. Blizz putting Bankles out of work. I think Barnaclus's mug might be my favorite. And then these are just name holders. Yeah, I like Barnaclus's set too. Barnaclus, I like him because he looks like an NPC. Like he looks like a character in the story, you know, like he just would hang out in Borealis and, you know, like look gruffly at people getting off boats. There's no world in which we get a Karak to spawn, is there?
We are in need of your aid once more, champion.
People can't even use the group finder.
Moves within the
or maybe they can, and it's just me because I haven't turned off pre-made group finder yet. It was working so well last week.
I've asked Illyria to meet
You got this, getting them out right now. If I can find a spawn in the next like 5 minutes, I'll try, but I don't know. I don't even think we're gonna be able to find a group for it. This is just not the cool hip thing to be doing anymore. It's not as bad as like the soundless grind, but it's got some of the same feeling of like this is kind of a rare thing to find up, and then it's a rare drop once it's up. It used to be not so hard to find up, but they really borked it when they changed it to despawn when no one's around, and I'm still upset about that. I'm not over it. Pretty much everything pre-made group finder was needed for is now a default filter in the dungeon tab. Well, just for fun, I want to take a look at this then. Let me see. Pre-made group, dungeons, find a group. So you can now search. Oh. That's kind of cool. That's kind of neat. I don't know if I like the UI as much as the way pre-made group finder did it, but maybe that's just because change. Their like rare system is terrible. Buff the spawn timer of old zone mount drops. It's not like you don't have a 1% chance anyway. Yeah. Vulture Mountain Old Doom should not have something like an 8-hour spawn timer. Yeah. I must have just gotten lucky on that one while it was still current, because I remember just using groups to get like Rot Feaster kills and whatnot. Soundless used to be pretty unique in being both rare and like a long time to wait for it. I think it would be different if I was like really committed, like I really wanted the correct amount, but it's just kind of like it's because I'm not desperate for it. Like I feel like I have plenty of mounts, and that this is, you know, it's another one. It's another shell wing. If I take a screenshot of the mount and I make it like my screensaver and my phone background, and I print out a copy and I put it on my bedroom door so it can be the first thing I see in the morning when I'm coming out, then maybe I would be more committed to getting as many chances as I could. You know, which mount is this? Exactly. I think it's the Cobalt Shield Wing, I think is what it's called. Yeah. Yeah, it's the one. What? Warm up. Thank you. Someone's listed a group. World bosses are not evolved in the Awaken achievement. They do awaken though. They absolutely do awaken. And they should drop relevant loot. I'm actually talking out my butt. I'm gonna defer to chat on this one. I really covered the range there. I said yes, and then I said no. Or I said no, and then I said yes. And then I said, I don't know. So if I haven't covered my bases, then I don't know what else to say. I think at first I was confused. I thought we were talking about the achievement. Am I really at level 467? A lot of my alts are like 380. So if I am 467, how come I suck so bad? I mean, I guess I have healing stuff on, but still. Also, I'm pressing my buttons more or less at random because I don't know what Boomkin does. I'm surprised nobody else needs or like is joining for Karakta. I kind of figured it would be popular. I've never seen Karakta do this many mechanics. Any luck? No, that's the pet. Thanks for listening. Well, we got an attempt in. I do have the Dream Surge mount. For my coalescence this week, I ended up doing a handful of world quests and a bunch of rares. Called it good that way. Lunchtime? Lunchtime. I'll be back tomorrow. I am currently planning on using our Friday stream to check out a new alpha build. If there is one that goes up later today, that should be fun. Otherwise, we will find something to do. Thank you very much for spending this time with me. I had a lovely cozy stream. I appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.